Warning, this podcast contains some strong language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm Trey B. Lyon.
And I'm J. Mello the Great.
And you're listening to T&J's Child's Play.
We created this podcast to give young adults an escape from their daily lives.
But we're here to remind you that shit is still real, so wake the up.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
We like to highlight excellence in the young black community.
As well as give y'all some bomb advice and create a place where you can just kick it with us. Catch our show here every Thursday with some new content, and make sure to follow us on our social medias at T&J's Child's Play.
Hey, y'all. Hey. I feel like we were just in here, though.
We were.
We were. Oh, on
That's
what?
one of the things.
Were we here on a Monday?
Monday.
Mm-hmm. Were we in the dark that day?
We were in the dark.
Okay, that was still
T&J after dark.
We didn't pay the cable bill. I mean, the cable
Featuring
bill, the
D.
light bill.
You're going to stop forgetting the featuring D.
Featuring D after dark.
Jesus.
D is for
After
dark.
I couldn't get the note like Drake, but...
You know, the featuring D, that's just gonna be something on your part because on my LLC it say T&J's Child's Play.
Okay, well, did y'all miss us? Because I'm tired of Jaden. We just gonna bypass them disrespecting me.
Ain't nobody disrespecting you.
Put some respect on my name.
We're putting respect. You're here.
You're here.
You're here. We're putting respect. We always have respect for you. You know, you bring live conversation to us.
Yes.
You keep it real. You know.
And I'm really gonna dig in their asses today when we get into the topic.
Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week.
Fucking pessimist.
Oh wow. Not shading them.
I shade y'all to your faces.
Yeah, that's very true. You have no problem telling it how it is.
Yeah. Well, how was y'all's week?
My week was interesting. It flew. It definitely flew. I can't even say interesting. It's going fast. Everything is flying now. Everything is going fast.
Mine was fast, but it still felt pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially with the Nipsey thing, because I don't know why, but is anybody else feeling like pretty affected by his passing?
Yeah.
And I think it was just I know it was just the way that he left this earth. It's just not sitting right with me. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know how I saw somebody tweet, you know how you walk into somebody's house after they pass away? I don't know if you guys ever have. She said that's how LA feels right now.
Wow.
But I love the fact that his community is picking up where he left off.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
A
they're
lot of
doing
people are
a
stepping
lot.
up to the plate.
And that's what people want.
I just hope that it doesn't because nothing like comes up and things are it becomes like a distraction. I hope like people stay focused and continue to encourage and lift one another. Versus, things just being hot right now and then things eventually dying down. No, continue to be as supportive as you were in the beginning, not because he's just what's trending right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Continue to be supportive. So, but I definitely, I mean, even though we didn't know him personally, like it does, like you feel it. You're like, damn, like
Right.
He
somebody's
died.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on in LA, and for the gang culture, even though he wasn't a part of the street life anymore, a lot of gangs are coming together and whatnot just because of how he was killed, and they knew that he was doing positive things for the community.
Right.
So it
He wasn't just a
kind of
rapper.
changed their mental when he passed away.
Mhm.
So him passing away, it wasn't good, but it brought some good things to the city.
Yeah. It's sad that his life had to be taken because somebody was so jealous.
Yeah.
But you know what? The revenge that we plot for him, I promise you God got something better.
Yeah. And it's just, it makes me like feel some type of way because I feel like here once again, we can do but so much. You know what I'm saying? Like you as a black man, you can do a lot for your community and you can try and push and strive for the best, but you're limited. At what point is it too much? If you try to change the community or you try to inform your people about, things that are going on, and then your life is certainly just taken from you out of nowhere, then it's like, wow, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like how far can I actually go before it's too much?
Right. And not to take away from what you're saying, but you looking mad daddy-ish from where I'm sitting right now. From this motherfucking haircut.
Girl, don't do it like that.
I wish I could see what I was saying. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. His shit connect and it ain't patchy. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That was real heavy. I had to lighten us up a little bit because he over here looking daddy.
Yeah. The sun's heavy. You better stop it, son. You better stop it now.
Well, all right.
Shit.
Stop it.
Nah, but for real,
that haterade.
Nice haircut.
Hey, yeah, shit. Get a
Waves
camera up in
on
this
swim, so Jada hates on him.
Whoa.
I ain't hate.
I ain't hate it. It just came out of nowhere.
It did.
You hitting the table daddy-ish. All right.
It did come out of nowhere. Nah, but I do feel like, limited. Like, like what can you do? When will it be too much for you? And then, your life is taken from you. Like you can't try and change so much. It kind of like puts a fear like in your heart almost. Like, gosh, you can only do but so much. Yeah. So.
I saw an Instagram post today. And basically, this rapper is named DDG, and he said he's been living for over 7,000 days because he's 21 years old. And there's approximately 28,000 days until you officially, it's time for you to, like, pass away. So he said, he's basically saying, like, live every day, day by day, and always remember to smile. I think that was, like, really deep, and everybody needed to see something like that. Yeah. So for him to have the platform that he has, I think that was a very positive note.
Yeah.
Definitely. It is.
That pushes you to be like, don't have no shitty days. Live every day.
Right.
Life's too short. We didn't already live 7,000 days. It's only 28,000 days in life.
I'm still trying to come up with a saying to say to somebody that's like pissing me off and that I want to give a negative response to. Mm-hmm. But it'll come when it's time to come. But you know what? On another note, it is Sunday, April 7th, and you guys will hear this later on this week, but it'll be closer to the application deadline.
Yes, applications are still open. Definitely apply if you are interested in working with C&J, and that's promotional advisor, analytical advisor, social media interns, graphic design, all of that good stuff. If you want to be a part of T&J and push our mission statement and what we are trying to do, then I definitely encourage you guys to definitely go out there and apply. Go on our website and apply for those applications because we're looking for hardworking, outgoing people. And you gotta look nice. I want some nice looking people on my team.
Oh my God. You know what? Don't even mind him. At this point, think of it as this will look great on your resume, because even if Jada and I are typically not on our game, Trey is always on his game. And that's not to call Jada or myself out, but I'm saying I've never met somebody so persistent and so dedicated to what they want to do. And it's just like, I can only, sometimes I'll be like, Lord, Trey, today, but I can't knock somebody who's currently on their hustle. I can't.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a part of a moving train, then I would apply.
That's why we always say we're looking for motivated people. If you're motivated in your craft and you want to grow, this is the place for you to come. It is. Because we are growing and we're getting better day by day.
Any successful person became them with the team behind them. Right. And then it's just like we continue to put each other up. This is not like...
It's a place for growth.
Right. We want to pull people up with us.
For real. And
because that's the only way up. I mean, that's the only direction we going in.
Come on.
And I'm claiming that.
Let's get it. Nah, but I definitely want people who are... And if you're... I want something different. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are going to bring different ideas. I want people who are going to come in and be like, damn, I ain't never thinking no shit like that before. Like that was creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, like you really think outside the box. So that's what I mean by like creative and outgoing individuals. I want you to come up with some shit that I ain't never seen or heard of before.
Right.
And I feel like that's, the type of people that we need are like outgoing, creative individuals. You ain't got to be on 10 all the time, but I need you at least on a 7. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I need your work ethic to be.
And that's my favorite number. So be on 7.
Also, if you're not applying for T&J, I also encourage you guys to go ahead and fill out them summer applications. The semester is winding down. It's time for y'all to get them jobs, get them coins, so you can be set for your next upcoming semester, your fall semester, because we ain't got it like that to work during school, to focus on school and work and all that. It's a lot. So, definitely apply for those jobs and see if you can get you something for the summer, get you some little change. Make a little fast change. But we would like to welcome you guys back to another episode of T&J. We hope you guys had a wonderful week. We encourage you guys to keep pushing. The semester is almost over. Hopefully you guys are registered for classes and stuff like that. So keep pushing. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
I promise you that was not like...
Child, things are get brighter.
It wasn't planned. I just came out and they just busted in tune right behind me.
Because we will bust in tune at any moment.
But you know what? I haven't done it yet, so that was the first... What we at? We almost at 10 minutes.
We're getting better because, we some singing asses. Actually, no, because remember I was singing After Dark. Okay. Anyway.
You can.
Oh, hell no. Anyway, quote of the day.
Now. Quote of the day.
Anyway, quote of the day. That's how she did me when I was saying Trey was looking daddy-ish. How's it feel?
Daddy-ish.
It feels great for me.
Daddy-ish.
You know,
All right,
feels
stop.
Shout out to my barber. Kill a girl. All right.
You go, girl.
Quote of the day: never limit yourself because of others. Limited imagination. Never limit others because of your own limited. I definitely fucked that up. Sorry. Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination, and never limit others because of your limited imagination. By Mae Jensen, I believe it is. So basically saying that, you know, do not limit others because of your limited mindset, and don't let others limit you because of their limited mindset. You know, you're free to go all range. Nothing is impossible. Reach for the stars and some more. Go at it. If you want to, go at it, and stop telling your damn dreams to everybody. That's how people get discouraged.
Everybody, yeah, because you know what I saw a tweet about somebody being discouraged. So that reminds me of this guy. His real name isn't DJ Cash, but he goes by DJ Cash. He also goes to ODU, and DJ Cash said that somebody told him, if you're gonna DJ, then do that. If you're gonna rap, then do that. If you're gonna be a photographer, then do that. But people are not gonna take you serious if you do all three. And he says that shit made me want to pick up 3 more clothing designer next. And I feel him. Who are you to put him in a box?
Right.
If he is as creative and he is willing to express himself in different ways, who are you to limit it? Just because you're only good at one thing doesn't mean that he has to be good at one thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So shout out to you, DJ Cash. Like, I admire that. As a creative, you never let somebody put you in a box. And the same person telling you that is going to be the first one to tell you, hey, bro, I knew you could do it when you make it.
And be the first one to buy your shit. Hey, bro, you got a discount code?
Come on.
Bro, niggas love a discount.
People still trying to get discounts on Yeezys. You said he couldn't do it, and he did it.
Yeah, it's crazy. People will tell you, you know, like some crazy shit while you trying to come up. But once you done made it, they want to know, can they get this and can they get this for the free?
Damn, bro, I knew you was going to do this all along. Yeah. I knew you was going to do this. That's why I stayed behind you.
Yeah.
Boy, shut your ass up with your lying tail.
Yeah, do not limit yourself. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. Somebody be like, oh, I want to do this. As long as you're serious about it, you know what I'm saying? Don't start some things and not, you know, finish it. I feel like that was me when I was younger.
I mean, I've had somebody tell me, oh, I said I blog, and it sounded like vlog. And it was like, oh, everybody want to vlog. I said, I don't blog with a V, I blog with a B. Therefore, I am a writer. Yeah. And they were like, oh, well, people don't write. Okay. People don't read. Some people do enjoy to read.
Your illiterate ass don't read.
Right.
That don't mean that other people don't read. There are people out here that enjoy reading.
Okay.
A lot of people enjoy reading.
And it's not like I'm out here just talking about,
people.
you know, whatever I'm not. You act like I post every day. Shoot, my last post was February 1st.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, which I can't wait for this semester to end because I need to take out the time to like finish it. But I've written out a plan of things that I would like to do this summer in addition to, you know, this podcast.
Right.
And I'm just like, I feel like that's why I love the summertime. I mean, I hate the sweat.
Yeah.
But I just love the freedom, you know.
Yeah.
I have more time to myself. Mm-hmm. And have you guys ever heard of seasonal depression?
No, I haven't.
But it sounds real. It sounds real as shit.
So, you know, when the time moves, I don't know if it moves forward. Oh, it moves back.
It moves up and
forward. Moves back one time. I know because the time will move forward and it moves back. But in the wintertime or in the fall, late fall, it'll move back. And yeah, we get a technical extra hour of sleep, but it gets darker earlier.
Right.
And in the wintertime, that's when I tend to be my most, like, I don't want to claim depression. So I will just say, like, that's when I tend to be
in your feelings.
Unmotivated. In my feelings, I tend to be really sad. It's something about the sunlight that is so inviting to me that just pushes me to be out here doing something. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But when it's dark and it's cold outside and it's constantly cloudy, I can't help but to be like, just
down sluggish.
Them summer months is when it's warm and you got your
I'm in my bag
flowing.
By April I'll be back. I'm back.
That's why when people retire they go to warm places, man.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm still not ever moving to Texas or California or anything like that. Hell no.
My grandma called it in dolphins. That's what she called it.
In dolphins?
Yeah, in dolphins.
You gonna look it up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said the dolphins in my mind.
Oh my God. Grandma know what she's talking about. Maybe she just think.
That's dolphin intelligence. I don't know, but it's something with your mind. It's like the sun and it like makes you feel, I don't know. Look it up. I'm trying to look the shit up too. My grandma told me about it.
But when the sun is out, People tend to be happy.
Yeah.
I don't really see a lot of sad
And
people.
as crazy as it seems, I didn't mean to cut you off. As crazy as it seems, that's why I like coming here and recording on a Sunday. I feel like we're like we still got shit going on, but we're like less like stress free. I think like we're like starting out our day. We don't have to worry about classes. It's not like the end of the night. We're not tired. We're not run down. We got our energy up. Whatever. Sun is goddamn beaming in here. Like you feel better. Like it's just something about that
and when
energy.
we record, I do like recording on Sundays, but I do like recording during the day because I just like feel like something. I'm not a night person.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll wake up early. I love like especially in the summertime. I don't know what it is. In the fall, I really hate waking up early, but in the summertime, I'm okay with getting up at like 6:30, 7 a.m. But you know why? Because the sun is out. It feels warm already. I just feel like I have a lot of energy because you know what? It's a lot of the day left.
Yeah.
So I love Sundays during the day when we record. Like this is unbeatable.
Yeah.
I
truly agree. I definitely agree.
So shall we? Is Tidbits gonna tie into the asshole of the week?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, probably will.
Oh, okay. Shall I?
Yes, let's get into tidbits and this AAW.
All right. So the asshole of the week goes to Kodak Black. And did we give it to him last week as well, or no?
We gave it to, I want to say somebody who would like child molester. I think.
A child molester. All right.
Week, I want to say.
Well, you know what? Kodak's pretty close because first of all, let me tell y'all, I fucking told you so. I told you we should have canceled his ass when he had that sexual assault case brought up against him because Kodak Whack continues to show us why he should be canceled and why his sexual assault accusations are probably true. Okay, so
Let's
lot
get
of you
into it.
probably go in the shade room, correct? Kodak Black, Kodak Whack, took it upon himself.
Wait, so just
to
the
go
official name?
Yes,
Black.
Kelly.
Rape Kelly, Kodak Whack, Bill the Pill. What?
Bill the Pill. All right.
Bill
now.
the Pill Cosby. Anyhow, Kodak Whack went onto his Instagram live story and said that he was going to give Lauren London 1 to 3 years to grieve, and then he was going to shoot his shot. And then he said, you know, some other things like, "Oh, she fine," blah blah. No.
Really?
First of all,
Fucking really?
Kodak Whack should have been canceled when he had a sexual assault case brought against him, and when he harassed. Let's say harassed, and for those of you who do not know what harassment is unwarranted attention. Because he was consistent, and he was very consistent with harassing young M.A. because she wasn't responding, and it's like he kept saying shit just to get a response from him. And I understand. No, I don't understand. This guy just wants attention, whether it's negative or positive, and I'm just like, this is not the way to go.
Yeah, and karma is a bitch, and you really trying to be relevant, and your ass gonna fuck around and get shot if you keep playing.
I'm like, people not playing about Nipsey. They're really not.
Yeah.
So it's just like he should have been, when he was harassing young M.A. about her sexuality, like, who are you to question anybody about their sexuality? Yeah. If she already makes it known in public what she prefers, who the hell are you to try to convince her of otherwise? And I just feel like he's an ignorant roach that needs to be stepped on.
Not a roach.
And I just love what Big Boy, if I know a lot of you guys know Big Boy from the radio, Big Boy's Neighborhood.
Big Boy Neighborhood.
So Big Boy went into it in a caption on Instagram, but you know, overall, what Big Boy said is, yes, as black people, we do need to stand united, but in the same breath, we also need to be willing to discipline our people when we see them doing too much and being disrespectful. Yeah. And it's about, and Kodak Black should have been put in his place. He should have been disciplined by hip hop. But no, it took for somebody's life to be taken, for him to insult somebody's wife, for y'all to decide that he needed to be disciplined. But what about when he's out here assaulting young black women? In addition to that, you know what? Not even the sexual assault, not even the harassment towards young M.A., but what he said about black women in general, what he said about dark-skinned women looking like roaches. Bitch, you the roach.
Yeah. And that's an ugly-ass roach.
And that's an ugly-ass roach, and I'm just like, he continues to show us that he's fucking trash. And because he makes songs that y'all enjoy for 2 to 4 minutes, y'all are willing to take the disrespect? Hell no.
Yeah, definitely not it.
Cancel every Kodak song that I had on my phone that I didn't let somebody, you know, try to put me on to. Out of my, I've been deleted his stuff. I am not for the ignorance. I don't care, because it is possible to be a relevant rapper and to be unproblematic. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z.
Yeah. And what are the platforms that he was like taken off of?
Oh
He's
yeah,
no longer
he
available.
was.
V Live clubs are no longer playing Kodak's music.
Yeah.
Don't go
Power
to V
106.
Live or go to V Live. I support that.
Power 106.
Power 106.
Next, New York's probably going to be next with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of touched on it a couple of weeks ago. I feel like it's just basically the blueprint of what's that rapper name? 6ix9ine. It's basically a blueprint of what's going on with him. Like,
And look
within the course of 5 weeks, how many times have you seen Kodak Black in the fucking news for saying some wild shit?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he has a project probably coming out within the next couple of months.
And people be
that's
like,
the reason why he's saying this
the
wild
man
shit.
is smart. No, the man is
He's
a
not
goddamn
smart.
idiot.
Because honestly, if you're gonna even go that way with trolling and stuff, it was really meant to be a non-intentional type of thing, like joking with different rappers and beefing with different rappers.
Right.
But for you to be disrespecting women to sell some records,
Yeah. That's
where the
And not
line
even-
needs to be crossed.
if he wanted to be deeply rooted in Hollywood, he would be, or in the hip hop game, he would be deeply rooted in his community. Because as you can see, the ones who last 20, 30 plus years in the hip hop game and who are the OGs are usually deeply rooted in their community and become mentors
And just
to
like
the
you
younger
said.
ones coming out.
But you got to think about like our like generation. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, but like a lot of people in our generation, we don't want to do no fucking work. We don't want to do no work, so we rather jump on somebody else's train.
Everybody wanted like a microwave,
Right.
quick and easy.
Or shoot somebody else shit down in order to come up off of that. But let me tell you, like the death of somebody to try and like use that to boost your music or people to bump your records. No, that's not it, because you getting put off the radio and shit. So why would you even? Like, how would you think that that's going to benefit you? Like, that can only, and you see the support that Nipsey has, from his community and his people and all of these, artists. So why would you even think that was a smart move?
Right.
Come on now. That's not it.
He didn't think. He just said it.
But
I'm just like, and
ignorance.
Jada, prior to us, starting to record, Jada played a video, and this guy was like, y'all can't even be 100% mad at Kodak. You got to be mad at your damn selves, too. Because I don't think y'all understand that everybody that y'all say, oh, my God, is so ignorant, y'all continue to get them this fucking platform.
And stream they fucking music.
And stream their music. You continue to put money in their pockets.
Yeah.
You continue to pay child molesters. You continue to pay rapists. You continue to pay people who have openly expressed that they do not like black women because they remind them of roaches.
Yeah.
You continue to put money in the pocket of black men who do not respect black women.
Yeah. Come on now.
You continue to put money in people in a black man's pocket who doesn't even care for his own people or his community.
Yeah. It's sad. It really is
real.
sad. And we not ignore it, but like
But
we
just
still
like you
continue
said, they keep on giving him so many different chances. I seen a picture of him in that trap museum that T.I. made. So honestly, it just like you said earlier, it took them this far for them to realize that what he's doing is not okay.
Why weren't y'all this concerned when he said that black women look like roaches? And why weren't we this concerned when the young woman came out with allegations of his sexual assault? Like, I'm glad this is the straw that broke the camel's back, and maybe everybody will, probably not, but you're starting to rethink Kodak. But let me tell you something. You should have been rethought the roach.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on.
Yeah, because I didn't even.
All y'all can do is do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to like talk about this, like, talk about him because I don't want to bring any more light to it than it already has.
Right.
And I feel like he's just getting the attention that he wants, and nigga, you don't deserve it.
Right. And any Kodak fans listening to this, baby, I want all the smoke. Send the smoke. And
It's
I'll
just
blow it
about
right
to-
up your ass.
Like on a music industry aspect, it's about to be bad for him. The radios are about to start playing his music, which means Atlantic is going to drop his ass, which means there's no way for him to make money. It's just
'Cause
bad for him.
nobody else is
That's
going to
what
work
people
with
saying.
him.
Like, oh, don't nobody even listen to the radio anyway. Ma'am, they don't use just radio for y'all to listen to it. They use it for analytics. People don't get it. It's a bad thing when they stop playing your spins and you're a part of a major deal like Atlantic.
Right.
But on to the next topic.
Look at Jada with the technicalities of the hip hop gang. My girl.
So the next tidbit that we have for this week is Beyonce and partnering up with Adidas. Now, I am not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but rumors are going around that Beyonce shut down a deal with Reebok. I'm not 100% sure if that happened, but allegedly because of it wasn't diverse. It wasn't diverse enough for her. So apparently she walked out of the room, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I haven't seen like any, facts on it. But Reebok was saying that it's not true, that she had meetings with a couple of clothing lines, brandings, and I guess Adidas is the one that she chose to go with. According to Complex, it says just a day after it was revealed she has a new music and a Netflix special in the works. Beyonce is making headlines once again today, but this time it's in the sneaker sector. Adidas has signed Beyonce to what has been described as a multi-layered deal. According to CNBC's Jess Golden, Beyonce will become a creative partner with the brand, which will include the launch of signature sneakers and apparel. I know this is she's supposed to be teaming up with not teaming up, but using her brand Ivy Park with Adidas, all intertwined in one. So I'm excited to see that. I just feel like when Beyonce or Jay-Z like partner up with the brand, like it just launched they shit out the ass. Like you see when she made a comment about taking them out to Red Lobster or whatever. I think Red Lobster posted something like a bee and like a lobster. Or whatever.
Okay, they need to name something after Beyonce.
Right,
she said you have the right to choose who you love and who you take that ass to. Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You know what? Low key? Nah, high key. The only reason that my mama is okay with me seeing women is because Beyonce is okay with it.
Oh, wow. You see,
Wow.
bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Do you see how much influence she has?
Right.
Yeah, how
It's
influential
crazy.
she is.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
really crazy.
my mama loves Beyonce. No, don't get me wrong. My
mama
mama
loves Beyonce, too.
She loves me regardless, but she was just like, wow, even Beyonce's an advocate. My mom was like, okay. All
Yeah.
right. It's fine.
I mean,
My
it's,
mom hates the music I listen to. Anything Beyonce, oh yeah, turn it up.
Hey,
My mom
turn me
loves
up,
Beyonce.
son.
it's like
Turn me up.
it's like her ego and like just like
I knew
I
you
don't
were gonna
know,
do it. Let
like
him talk.
she really is like an influential like that person. Like
Too much.
Won't like this 'cause I can back it up.
I'm done with this
He
shit.
can't even talk his point.
But it's like her influence is crazy. Like people that have that much power, not over people, but are just able to influence. So for example, like Oprah, anybody who comes to Oprah and any book that Oprah recommends in her book club, it bestseller. You know what I'm saying? Because Oprah recommended it. You know what I'm saying? Oprah said this book was good. You're gonna make money because Oprah said your book was good. Yeah. She should get a part of your deal. And I just feel like the same thing with like
she should just support people.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like her voice is that powerful, and people respect her that much. And even if she is the slightest thing, if Oprah says it, it's gonna.
Right.
Now, look at Weight Watchers. I love bread. That shit took the fuck off.
Yes.
Just because Oprah talking about she loves some bread.
Yeah. Well, I love that she
ain't
brought.
watching
Goats.
my weight.
I love that she
Goats.
brought the fact of this up because in the corporate America we're still transitioning with the prejudice and the racism and all that. So I'm glad that she spoke up and said something. So maybe major corporations is gonna look at things differently.
Yeah. And I really just thinking about like how much power and stuff they have. I wish, there would be more of reaching back and trying to like bridge this community, like, especially like the Black community. Just, I don't know, like bring them all together. I feel like we're just still so far and like,
so divided.
From coming together, like we need to push that even more. And especially if you have that power and you're able to influence people like that, you need to be doing something to bring your people back
If their
together.
team was diverse, you
Yeah.
would be making more millions right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even about being diverse. I'm just saying like bringing the Black community, together because we're so separated and segregated, and we don't like this one, the light skins against the dark skins. I'm like, come on,
Colorism,
child.
all
Like,
that.
Just drop that shit. Can't you see it's put in place for a reason? They want you not to like each other, and yo dumb asses is just flowing with it. Oh yeah,
I
I'll go with
continue
her.
to fall into the trap
Come on, man.
Come on
like
now.
you gotta wake up and come back.
and smell the blackness.
And
smell the shea
blackness.
butter.
Yes.
Smell the shea butter.
Smell the shea butter.
Jane Elliott should be taught in every single public school across the nation.
Now you know that shit ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, but it needs to happen.
No, I'm saying if anybody from any other school is listening to this, if you have the opportunity or if you are in a position at your school where one of your organizations can bring Jane Elliott, I suggest that you do it. That is one freaking funny lady,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
She will not only inform you and educate you, but she definitely will keep you rolling like dead ass.
And I appreciated her like coming out and like having that conversation, especially going to a PWI, like having that talk and conversation.
And you
But-
assholes who threaten her online.
Yeah. But at the same time, I kind of wish it wasn't so many jokes in there. I wish that it was more. I mean, she said her points, but at the same time, I feel like it was more like comedy show / like let me inform y'all, when really it should have been like let me inform y'all. I'm all for the jokes because you need something to lighten people up, whatever. Like in the beginning, that's cool. Towards the end, that's cool. But I feel like a lot of it throughout her, presentation was a lot of jokes. But I think the real message was just trying to get people to see another perspective, another point of view, which I think she did. But I also think it was a little playful too. But that's my girl. I like the fact that there is a person who doesn't look like me saying what we've been saying.
What white people need to hear. I just love the fact that I know you didn't prefer the fact that she did do a lot of joking, but it was just like a lot of people in the crowd. First of all, I didn't expect to see some people in that crowd that I, personally know. I'm just like, wow, you came.
Like,
so
you talking about like different, like, are you talking about like white people? Or are you talking about just like
no people in general that I'm just like, you care? You down for the cause?
Well, I heard that some professors were giving extra credit for going to the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like if she had been like, straight this, and that, some people would have lost interest. And overall, her message was definitely brought across. And she called white people out for their bullshit.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because it needs to be it needs to happen more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely. But I definitely appreciate her coming out and sharing that message with us because we all needed to hear it. It was kind of like not a relief, but it felt good.
Yeah, feel that.
Alrighty, let's get into the topics for this week. We are touching on independence. Just briefly, I just feel like it needs to be said, as I said before we started recording. I just can't push it and stress it enough. Please, be independent, be your own person. Go out there for what you want. Know that you are capable to do anything that you want to do by yourself. You do not need anyone by your side. It's nice to have, but it's not a necessity. And I think that's where our generation gets lost because we think that we need an individual, beside us. We need someone to support us. Yes, support us. That's what friends are for, but you do not need to go out here and try and develop a relationship that is developed because you want one, not because of what the relationship actually is.
Right.
And that's some honest stuff.
If you're someone like me, I love my independence to the point where I used to let my pride get in the way of taking help. But you know how earlier I told you I was going to need your help with something. The reason the thing that I need help with and the reason it is not done is because I've been trying to do it by myself for so long that it hasn't gotten done.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I can do it myself. I need help.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah, and it's okay. And it's okay to say that you need some help. Like, look, I need some help with some shit. I feel like that's the whole purpose of creating this team because I'm trying to do this, this stuff all by myself and trying to accomplish all of these things, with y'all assisting me and helping me out. But, like, we can't do it by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We need other people to step in and
But
contribute.
in the same breath, we do need our independence because it allows you to know and it shows you that you can do anything on your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do anything on your own. But sometimes it is okay for you to have a helping hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that kind of what like marriage was like invented for?
What?
Like after adulthood, what did I watch? I don't want to be wrong, but I was watching a documentary on like Homo sapiens in early life. The only reason why marriage was like created was so that you had something in writing that there was somebody there to assist you with life after adulthood. Not adulthood, but childhood.
That's definitely something I might have to research
shit.
because I'm not 100% sure.
I saw that somewhere,
but I think it's a point that definitely needs to be like evaluated because it makes sense. I mean, it's somebody to help out and contribute, but
right?
They're not needed.
People have married for money, married for opportunity.
Yeah, I don't even think that marriage was like for like true companionship. I don't think it was just for that. I think it was kind of more of a let's build than a love, I love you type of situation. I don't know. What's your next topic?
But yeah, just wrapping that up, you don't be afraid to accept help from, people, especially your friends. And, relationships are great, as I just said, but, especially like friendships, but intimate relationships, you don't need them. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have them, but it needs to be a relationship because it is, not because you want it to be. And your time is valuable, and it shouldn't be just given to anybody who you think is convenient and is right there for your time being. If you really value that person and think that you can build and grow with that person, and y'all have already developed a relationship, not want a relationship, but have developed a relationship, then I would say proceed, but not, just be out here trying to give your time, valuable time, to the wrong person, because you can end up hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just,
It's scary, man.
Y'all
It's
some
scary.
punks. Anyway.
What the hell you mean we
calling
some
me a
punks?
punk? I gotta
Y'all
protect
punks.
myself.
But since they want to talk about, getting hurt, I guess.
No. I'm not
should
even saying like, okay.
All aspects
We
of
know,
it.
we know that
Hurt,
they're
the love, the pain, the struggle.
we know that there are two different stages as we're trying to, make more concrete as we talk about over and over again. The dating stage and actually being in a relationship. The dating is testing the waters and stuff out. And actually being in a relationship is, this is somebody that I want to be with. This is my boyfriend. This is my girlfriend. That's different. I'm just saying, like, dating, yeah, go ahead, because your feelings shouldn't be all involved. You're testing the waters for everything. But if you're in a relationship, make sure that in the dating phase that is the person that you would like to be with, and that you actually have a connection with that person, not because you want to, just because it is a connection, not because you want it to be a connection.
Okay.
And you know what that's going to take?
Call me
More
hurt.
deeper self-evaluation.
Yeah.
Do you really like this person? Or is he just here in your face 24/7 saying that he likes you?
Yeah.
I hate her so much.
I mean, hey.
So
Is
much.
that nigga really riding for
That
you?
just came
or is he
from the
really
heart.
riding from you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Do I
that
want him because
Which-
he's here?
Which brings us into the main topic of the day.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
Yeah.
true love really exists?
And on 3, say your answer. 1, 2, 3.
Hell
Yes!
no!
Yes! Hell yes!
Muting Mike 3 now.
No! She better
Hell
not
no.
mute me.
No, but I mean, I at first I was like convinced. I was like, yes, true love does exist. I feel like you have, one person, one soulmate. That is your boo thing, and that is it. And you're supposed to be with that person. Then I started, coming across some videos and some research, and I was like,
Oh my God.
oh shit.
Just like anything, it changes over time, man.
what Soulja Boy say? Oh,
Look.
snap.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Who's that?
T-Pain. Now rock.
No, that's
Rock,
you. Oh,
you
it's
can do
no.
it
That
on
Soulja
my-
Boy has a you like come like.
Well,
Oh,
the way you
snap?
said it, the way
It's not snap. It's like
Oh, you, yeah.
What the boy
Sorry,
Hey, y'all, cop y'all some Soldier Soda.
He got soda.
Soldier Soda.
Oh, I don't drink
Don't be
soda.
promoting no shit unless we ain't getting paid for
Soldier
it.
Soda.
I
All
don't
right,
drink
but
soda.
back to marriage and all that
Wait,
stuff.
I'm sorry. I fucked that up because I like to think I'm very current. Sorry.
Oh, that
T-Pain.
song. He not, y'all. I told y'all he didn't know what the hell thought meant.
Does it mean that hoe over there?
Yeah.
Shut up. Anyways.
But yeah, just like I was saying, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, they're not husband and wife anymore. They're life partners.
That's
They're
amazing.
going through life together and
Yeah.
they're growing together.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my
If it ain't
God.
like
I don't-
that, I don't want
Just
it.
tell me what y'all found through research so I can rebuttal
Hold
you.
on. Wait a minute. Why you got a
I ain't
rebuttal?
got rebuttal.
You ain't no
Because-
shit to rebuttal
because
over
I
here.
just feel
Because you
like-
know when I come with
Fact
points and
check,
facts,
fact
them
check.
shits be real.
Yeah,
I
that's us.
want that rebuttal.
I
You know,
just check
our
I
facts.
love a debate.
Just feel like no matter how much, people experiment, do research, do this, do that, you will never truly understand the human being's heart emotionally.
Girl, let me tell you.
You know what?
Come on, we learned about it interpersonal. What is it? The physiological needs.
Yes.
You about to get educated, Danny.
Nah,
You
but,
can die of a broken heart, Jada.
Oh my God. Here she go.
I don't want to die.
I'm a broken heart.
No, but because one of my friends is like going through this right now, and I'm not being a hater. I promise you, I'm not being a hater. I've just learned a lot in the last couple of months, and I don't want to see them end up hurt or in their feelings. But I just think when things develop really fast, it's like whoa, like slow down, like take your time, like
That's
it's.
how I be, though.
But I can't tell that person that you
Date
need
for 2 weeks.
to chill out or whatever.
Okay.
But I don't want them to end up as hurt. Like, damn, I thought this was. I feel like we so quick in our head with shit, and like we don't give it time to process. And then by the time you realize, you're like, damn, that shit did move kind of fast. Hold on, wait a minute. But I can't tell you what you already know, or if you don't know it, and I try to tell you, you're not gonna pick up the knowledge because I'm telling it to you. You have to actually want to receive that information. I'm telling you, I can talk to you all day long, but if you don't want to receive that information, it's gonna go through one ear and out the other. So, but that's one of the things. I'm like, damn, I really wish they would just, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, give yourself a second.
And don't get me wrong, I am all for taking your time. And how can you claim to truly be in love with someone and love someone if you're not first in love with yourself? Because to know yourself is to know how you want somebody else to love you. And you shouldn't have to teach anybody else to love you. I feel like it should flow naturally.
Right.
And I mean, of course you still have to teach people, your boundaries. You don't sit them down and give them a presentation, but I feel like anybody with as much sense as you have, because we don't all have the same level of sense, should know how to, conduct themselves in order to, remain in your life. So I just feel like, yes, take your time. And we're constantly getting to know each other, and not know each other, but know ourselves. Right. So will we really ever 100% know ourselves? Probably not, because we will continue to grow into the day that we die.
Right.
Yeah.
And develop. Yeah.
We just have to find someone who is okay with continuing to not only get to know you for the rest of their life, but to get to know, them, or not to only get to know themselves for the rest of their lives, but to know you as well, and to put that effort there as well.
She just fell right into what I'm about to explain.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You can't rebuttal my shit, because everything you just said falls right into my points.
I know how you feel when it comes to these type of things. That's why I'm
because I'm a hopeful, romantic.
You're giving great points.
Yes.
But sometimes fuck that shit.
I told y'all, if y'all want to fuck, just fuck. But if you want to be in love,
baby, don't yell in the mic, because that take editing to get that down like that. So just talk regular.
You know what?
Why did I just say fuck that shit? Just sometimes it's hard, Danny.
What's hard about it, Jada? I'm telling
just like
y'all,
you said, I know myself.
It's okay.
Just like you said, I know myself. You know me, he know me. But they don't know me enough to love me.
What I'm saying is
they don't know me enough to love me.
True love is not developed overnight, is what I'm saying. You're not going to meet somebody and be like, oh my God, this is my soulmate.
You're right.
But you motherfuckers don't even give nobody a goddamn chance.
That's not it. It.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, I'm calling your bullshit.
No, it's not.
I'm over it.
I'm
over it. As soon as I walked into this damn studio, they started, going in on my ass like I wasn't going to go in back on them. And I want each of you to know, when you're married, listen to me. Listen to me.
We're not saying we're not going to ever be married and
when you, the person y'all end up marrying I pray to God right now will end up being the love of your life. And I want y'all to remember this moment. God, I come to you right now and ask you to put the love of Jada and the love of Trey's life in their life. I want you to show them how beautiful love can be, how beautiful commitment can be, and how beautiful the process of getting to know your true love can be. Because they are a doubter where you created love, God. And I want them to remember this moment, because I'm going to throw this in your faces on your wedding day. Amen.
I'm not saying that it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You going to be first row, Daddy?
I'm not saying it's
I'm
impossible.
going to be in the wedding.
I'm being in the wedding.
Oh, you want to be bridesmaid?
I'm not saying it's impossible. Right. I'm not saying that
I look good in the tux. And I damn sure look good in a dress.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what Trey gonna want me to wear.
I be on my inside, tight.
She just took it completely left. I'm not saying love is impossible, but I'm saying that what I've learned over this past weekend is definitely some valid points and something that you should keep your mind open to and consider. So let me get into it. So like I said, I came across something this weekend and I started reading. So a video explaining what is love. It explained that love is a fickle happening. And a fickle is defined as something that is frequently changing and never staying the same, especially as regards to one's loyalty, interest, and affection. As we said, as people, we are developing. We're constantly developing. We're constantly changing, which means that person, you're going to have to continue to accept that person and love that person no matter what, right? So because no one can fulfill the unrealistic expectation that you have of them, love really doesn't exist with another person. Whatever humans experience, whether it be love or whether it be hate, it all happens within yourself. Love is not a relationship. Love is the sweetness of an emotion. So we call our success what somebody love. Damn. Hold on.
Exactly, because it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's not a bunch of bullshit.
Some of it, I can admit.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it's actually a success because anything, regarding a relationship developed with any person requires management. As we said, it's always changing. It's always adjusting. So love doesn't always adjust or change. It's something that you already have, like within yourself. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's basically saying, like, don't confuse the emotion with what it should be, kind of, sort of, in a way.
But for you to be loving, there's no
all
management.
these goddamn technicalities.
No, but that you have to go deep into it. But for you to be loving, there is no management that is needed. Love isn't something that you do or that you like have. Love is something that you become, and that's all within yourself. Whether you have that person there or not, you can love yourself and be okay and be fine.
I disagree. I disagree with the last point. Love is what you do. It's what you say. It's how you feel. It's how you react. It's how you don't react. It's in everything that you do, especially with your significant other or a family member or whoever the case may be. I do. I feel like it's in everything that we do.
I ain't finished.
You ain't finished?
I ain't finished. But you want to keep on going? What else you got to say before I
Go ahead, because I'm going to have a response for something else.
All right, cool. So when we fall in love, and shout out to this article and blog.
I'm a fall.
When we fall in love, certain chemicals and hormones are released into our bodies.
Oh, hell.
At the beginning of any relationship, those hormones, this is probably the cupcake phase, are usually very intense.
I do call it the cupcake phase.
And they are responsible for the passion people feel towards each other. According to the studies, this passion always fades away as the time passes. At the most, it lasts for 7 years. Now, the first thing that people who have a wrong definition of true love believe in is that love can never fade away, while biology, psychology, and reality tell us otherwise. People who believe in true love don't know that love is just an emotion, again an emotion, felt when we find someone who can help us satisfy our psychological unmet needs. Of course, most people never realize the fact because everything takes place behind the scenes in the subconscious mind. This is when you're out with that person developing, you're like, oh my God, I just love this person so much, and this person's just all that I need in life. And that's just,
all I need in this life is sin.
So this means that finding...
Don't say it.
Me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend.
Ignorant.
Down the right. As fuck. Anyway.
So this means that finding any person who can satisfy our psychological unmet needs will help you forget your old partner, your old partner. Mm-hmm. Okay. So why people never get over breakups? They believe that there is something called true love, while in fact it's all about psychological needs. If you think about if you've been in previous relationships or whatever, you still have a connection for that person because they met some of your psychological needs, but there's always another person that can meet those needs. People think that we have like one partner and one soulmate, and that's just like the end of all time. No, there's so many people that are out here that can meet your needs. So we can fall in love with many potential partners. And the reason many of us never recover from breakups is that we never try to meet the other better person than we never try to meet somebody that's better than who we were with. Does that make sense? We never try to meet someone who's better than who we were with previously.
Yes.
Makes sense? Okay. So, this is my last 2 points. According to the psychology of love, we fall in love with people who meet our most unmet needs. If a person met 15 of your 20 needs, this doesn't mean that you can't meet someone who meets 17, 18, or even all 20 of your needs. The moral of this story is simple. Everyone is replaceable, but you were taught to believe in one soulmate. Now your rebuttal, ma'am.
What was right about, what you said, because there was, I'm not going to pretend like everything you said I disagree with.
She a hater.
It is an evolving, fuck you. It is an evolving process that never ends. And I told y'all, we don't stop evolving until the day that we die. So your love is going to have to continue to evolve.
Right.
And that's the point of all of y'all. Just with what you're saying and what he's saying, he's seeing it from a physiological side, aspect of like, these are the needs that I need. And then you're looking at it from like, okay, if you love this person, it doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, we all change.
But Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Some of us change in the name of love, though. Change for if we really want to. And don't
Whoa,
get me wrong.
Whoa, wait a minute. In the name of love, like change because you in love? I didn't.
No. I'm saying like, say your partner is like not the best with communicating. Like they shut down.
Right.
But because they love you and they want you in their life and they are willing to make that change, you know, or not even a change, but that improvement within themselves, they will do it in the name of love. And what I also want to point out is not everybody and the way that they feel and the way that they think about love is created equally. Does that make sense? How I feel about love and how y'all feel about love are apparently different. Yeah. And that's fine. Yeah. Y'all are entitled to your opinions and I'm entitled to mine. That doesn't make me wrong and doesn't make you wrong either. We just feel different ways. Yeah. That's all. So
I kind of feel like both of our ways kind of coincide with each other.
They do coincide, and my thing is, what I just want to get across to you two is, however you decide to love, if it is what is best for you, I want you to do that shit and be unapologetic about it. As well. Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess my whole point that I got from this is that, you know, love is something that one, it's an emotion, and two, it's not the end all be all. You know, there's not just one person for you to love on this earth. There's no such thing as a true soulmate. There's somebody who you can value and really want a connection with, but that does not mean that if that does not work out, that is your end all be all and that you have to try and make it work with that person. There are other people, plenty of people out here who may meet, you know, where that person met 15 of your needs, may meet 18, 19, maybe all 20 of your needs. There are more people that are out here. We are so stuck on the fact that, oh my gosh, there's this one person out there for me. No, we take and learn different things from different people, you know, so I don't want you to be, you know, limited in your mindset of who you have a connection with and develop with. So, you know, one, that it's an emotion, you know, it's something that is felt. It's like in the sweetness of an emotion. Right. And two, that it's not just one person. There's no such thing as one soulmate. You know, you can want that person. You can want to spend the rest of your life with that person, but that does not mean that if that relationship does not work out,
and
that's the end all be all.
I was talking to a friend last week too, and she was basically saying like how she used to mess around with this guy freshman year, and it's like she met him during preview. Well, no, she met him during the first tour she did, and they had preview together, and then they had a couple of classes together, and she was like, it kind of felt destined for us to like even have a relationship. Like it shouldn't just be in your face like that. You really have to feel for that person, and you really have to want to do it.
Right, and we can't let lust blind us.
We can't.
Either. I understand that, like, and I've been in that position too, where it just feels like, oh my God, everything about this person is great. And then you realize you're dating a fucking narcissist. But it's just, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's just like, you can't let that. I've learned to take my time and that love will be there tomorrow. Yeah. If it's really love, it'll be there tomorrow. And not only that, love is patient and love is about compromise. It is about forgiving, but it isn't about like, it isn't disrespectful. It's just a certain things that it isn't and certain things that it is to me. But
yeah, you know, everybody has different definitions and, you know, one's not gonna knock the other, but I just thought those were great, you know, talking points that I found over the weekend. I was like, wow, I definitely need to talk about this, cause especially since we're always talking about relationships and love and shit like that. So,
cause I love love.
You love love.
There's nothing wrong with love. It's great. It's amazing, but it's
amazing, but
I just see a lot of people say that something's love and it ain't love. It's just you stuck.
It's convenient.
Some people get love and stuck. I think confused.
Yeah,
and I refuse to be stuck.
I love him. He's the father of my child.
I refuse to be stuck.
All right now.
All right. Jada will definitely change her opinion after she's been in love. Oh, she can grab.
We'll see. So let's go ahead and get into this melanin report.
Melanin report.
J Mello got it.
Melanin report.
Melanin report.
Okay. So there are huge movie theater operations out there that we go to, like Regal and AMC. But now this is going to change because there are a plethora of Black-owned movie theaters popping up all over the country.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So what is it called? Oh, yeah. The Wright family started their own movie theater. It's called Next Act Cinema. And they are the first and now only African-American owned dine-in movie theater in the state of Maryland. So clap it up for them.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's go and see a movie in Baltimore.
Yeah. We can go and check that out.
If
we
we're
should
ever in
take
Baltimore.
some trips over the summer, even if there's just like day trips and shit like that.
Watch it be one thing that's fucked up in that movie. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. It's always got to be that goddamn pessimist in the room.
It's a dining one too. I can eat my sandwich and watch a movie.
Damn.
I'm
sorry to go back to the Kodak thing from earlier, but I just saw somebody quote on T.I.'s video. Niggas only standing up for Lauren London because she belonged to a nigga they respected. Ain't nobody addressed his rape cases or stood up for young M.A. and now he's out of pocket. Fuck out of here. Ooh.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I still think like it's too, you know, there's a thing of being like, you know, oversensitive and you know, being too much. But I think right now at this time, like it's sensitive. You know, like you can't, you know, just say whatever and expect not to get no heat from it. I think that comment right there, like it's unnecessary. Like y'all, I mean,
he'd been out of pocket basically. Yeah, is what he was saying.
Yeah, and social media is crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you're ever in Baltimore, Maryland, or if you're in Baltimore, Maryland, listening to the podcast, go ahead and check out Next Act Cinema.
You know what? They probably let you bring your own snacks in too. They black. They probably real convenient for you.
Or the prices for their snacks are actually like I don't know, affordable.
Oh, maybe
they probably got some good snacks and like some chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah, they probably got some good food in there, bro.
All right, this advised by T&J. This is juicy. All right,
juicy,
not juicy.
Juicy.
So advised by T&J reads, "Hey guys, so I'm new to the dating scene and one of my close friends is married and I'm currently on Tinder. I recently came across her husband while on Tinder. His name wasn't his actual name and his bio read, 'I'm here for a good time and not a long time.' That's my friend. I would like to tell her, but I don't want to be messy. What should I do? Help."
Now, wait a minute. I got a few questions because I know how my mind went straight to tell her. But hold on. Wait a minute. So, like, is he popping on social media? And the only reason that you have to think about that, no, because if you're popping on social media, niggas still out here catfishing.
Yeah, that is true. I actually know the person who did this advised by T&J. And
do you think it's him? If he ain't popping on social,
I do think it's him. The only reason I say that is because I don't want to get too deep into this, but
I can give it from my point of view.
Well, okay, you did bring up a good point because might be a catfish.
You know what? If you know who did this advised by T&J, and you do believe that this is really him, I would tell her. But
come on,
I need you to do it gently. I need y'all to do it in private. You know, I need you to do it like that because coming from someone who unknowingly has dated someone who was married, me. And these married folk obviously have no fucking respect for not all married people, but I'm saying people like this who are seeking relationships outside of their lifelong relationship that they committed to and took vows for.
What type of berries was we eating?
Huh?
The strawberries?
We was eating cheater chocolate strawberries.
Cheater chocolate.
Yes, I found out the person was married on Valentine's Day. But nonetheless, I feel like you should tell your friend. But then again, I'm just like, I do understand that we do have to acknowledge the fact that there are women out there who don't want to know, who probably already have an inkling.
Right.
Who have an inkling but are choosing to ignore it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but regardless, if you tell her in private, okay, you tell her to her face. Don't tell her through text message. Don't do it over the phone. Do it to her face. Do it respectfully. Do it gently. Mm-hmm. If she shrugs it off, you know what? Never bring it up again.
Well, my advice to her was,
and take a screenshot of the damn profile.
She already did.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because you can't really get that back.
What my advice to her was to leave it. You know, like I think like things have a crazy way of doing it, whether it not be right now, whether it be later, but you know things always come to the light. You know, and whether it not be from you, maybe she has an idea, but from her perspective, you know, she says that, this is somebody she talks to. She talks about her husband all the time. She's constantly bragging on him, like, oh,
come on now. I'm telling.
I gotta tell it. She's Trey, let me just tell you,
stupid
as
out
somebody,
here.
I just feel
she's
like
looking stupid
me,
out
you,
here.
and Jada will always be friends. But honestly, if I found out that you saw my significant other on a dating app and you didn't tell me, I'd be pissed.
Well,
so I would want to know.
Yeah, but it also okay. So
tell me privately.
But
I want to know.
When she wrote this and she said this is her friend, it's her friend, but it's not really her friend. Like it wasn't how we're close. This is somebody who she knows of, but she isn't that close with him. If you have to, because
then mind your business.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to say that though, Trey.
But look, if you have to come to somebody and ask them, and I'm not bashing her because she gave us some great advice by T&J this week. If you have to ask, what should you do? Then you probably aren't on that grounds of that person to tell that person, hey, this is what I've seen on Tinder, or this is I've seen your significant other on this dating app. You probably aren't there with that person. But if you have to not think about it, you have to come and you have to put advice by T&J in. You just constantly off band. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell her because personally, my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what? As a woman too, she knows something up. She knows something up. Yeah. Because we have that woman's intuition. If she's gonna ignore it, then she's not ready to see it, then you can't make her acknowledge it. And if y'all not friends, if y'all are friends in passing meaning when you see each other, yeah, you have a conversation, you good or whatever. But if y'all not good girlfriends, good Judies, like I call her, I confide in her about everything, she confide in you about everything, mind your business.
Yeah.
I mean, not mind your business, but I wouldn't say anything.
Right.
Only because it's just like I said, like, my mom told one of her good friends that I consider my aunt that her husband was flirting with was flirting with somebody else that she knew, and he was being like legit serious. And she told her, and she was just like, he gonna have to buy me something. Some women will stay, because they feel like that's the only option that they have, or maybe they don't feel like that's the only option. Women have different reasons, but me personally, tell me.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on like the grounds of your friendship. If somebody else is, oh, how ironic you're experiencing the same thing. Think about your relationship with that person. How close are you with this person?
Right.
Is it really, for you to step in? Are you really worth pulling yourself into the fire? Now you're trying to explain to, your friend or somebody you associate with, hey, yeah, I seen your so-and-so on, social media, on a dating app.
I think that's the point that makes it different, though. Because maybe 10 years back, if you hear something, if you hear, he was messing around with her at the club, that's different. That's word of mouth. But if you have solid evidence that he's on Tinder trying to find somebody else,
and Tinder
come on.
I've been on Tinder before.
It's different from word of mouth.
I thought it was just a date, but apparently it's just fucking. Certain people out there for certain things.
It could be religious sometimes.
You said what?
It could be, you can find a soulmate on there sometimes.
Oh, hell no.
I see some people who found soulmates. They go to church together and stuff. We met on Tinder.
We met on Plenty of Fish, but go off. But go off.
But go off.
But go off.
Oh,
and
right.
my grandma bamboozled us and they're going to church, okay?
Oh, right in. Just throwing it all out there.
Yeah, you gotta, I don't want to, like, I have met and dated, went on dates with people from Tinder. I've also, met people and went on dates from Plenty of Fish. It's all in what you're into, because honestly, it's not as easy as people think it is to meet people just because you're in college, because a lot of people don't have that courage to come up to you.
Yeah, very true.
Look, shout out to Amari. Everybody can't have niggas tracking them down to ask them out on a date, okay?
That nigga was tracking.
Everybody ain't built like that,
Yeah, we're so antisocial now, so that's not it. I mean,
that, and when you're a full-time student and you work and you were like, when you go out to parties, how can you really meet somebody at a party anyway to potentially date? Because it's so fucking dark, it's sweaty, ain't nobody really paying attention to each other's faces.
I've seen it happen before.
For real,
I've seen a little bit of everything on this campus. Just stuff that you wouldn't imagine happen.
Jada talk like she been here before.
Truly. I'm waiting on Jada to fall in love, y'all. Y'all know that Anne-Marie song?
Long. I like that song, but that's going to be probably a long time from now. Sucks.
Okay, I can't wait.
It sucks. But hey, it's life. All I need is myself.
I'll tell your kids, Auntie Danny told your mama so. Yes, she did. I don't babysit. I mean, I do babysit.
You sound like you do. Danielle, the babysitter.
I was with my godson this morning.
Oh.
And he's about to be 2 soon. And oh my God, he's so stinking cute. He is his mom's mirror image, and I'm to the point where I want a baby. Wait, it's gonna wait because I can't afford one.
Oh hell no! Cut the
I can't
podcast.
afford
This
one.
shit
Yeah,
over.
cut the podcast off.
This
You always
shit
take
over.
it too fucking far.
Going to church
Cut
now.
it
She
off.
went down.
That just
to
made me
Vegas.
mad.
Oh,
Went
my
to church, now you
God.
They
about
just
to-
want to get outside.
Kids,
That's all, 'cause
kids.
it's nice.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's
All
that
right.
act of
Oh
weather.
my God, I saw something. You ever seen the show Chowder?
Yeah.
Bust down, rada. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done
Oh,
now. Cut the podcast. Cut it off.
Thank you for listening to T&J's Child's Play.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of T&J. Catch us next Thursday, and make sure to follow us on our Instagram and social medias. You guys, make sure you follow those applications. You have until April 15th, and we look forward to hearing from you guys.
At T&J's Child's Play on everything. See y'all later. We hope you enjoyed our podcast.
We're here every Thursday with some new
If you have something to say it to my face.
Or let us know on Instagram and Twitter at T&J's Child's Play.
Make sure you're subscribed to get notified about our podcast.